Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are working on our 3.6 all motor car and we need to build some side skirts. I'm sure you guys have seen those very expensive ones, but we're going to show you how to turn just a couple sheets of aluminum into some nice side skirts. First, what I did was I measured where the side skirt would be. Basically, it turned out to be about 70 inches on my coupe, and I went to this website called Metal Depot, and it was really nice. You pick the thickness you want, you pick the type of aluminum you want, you pick the exact cut you want, and you just order it, and it comes in ready to roll. So that's going to be for a bumper. That'll be in a different episode. Today we're just focused on the side skirt. Right now what we're doing is making sure we have enough clearance, because I don't want to work on the ground. It's just annoying. So what we're doing is just cutting some extra pieces of wood so we can lift the car up without worrying about the metal hitting the lift arms while we're messing with it. We did go with a 7-inch wide piece. Now some cars, like if you see those CCW ones, they have a 90-degree bend at the top, and that's to lock into like a rocker. But you can see here on my Volkswagen, in my Mark II, we don't have that option. It would be, you know, maybe 1/8 of an inch. So what we're just doing is butting it up top, and we were thinking about like running a brake from Home Depot and trying to put on an inch bend at the bottom, but I think that's just going to be too much of a headache. So what we're gonna actually do is we're gonna take our bead roller, just a normal one that you get for, you know, aluminum piping, and we're just gonna run a bead all the way down it, and then at the top where we got to put bolts in, we're just gonna, you know, say there's a bolt right here, we'll start the bead back here and go. So it should be nice and easy. Ignore all the wood lifting it up, it's pretty sketchy. But we have 4 bolts or 4 rib nuts here along the side, and then we also just rounded a little bit of the corners. That's how it's gonna look, just like that on the car. Up front here, I just kind of whacked it down to make it form in instead of having to nudge it or round it or whatever. So now what we're gonna do is just throw it in the bead roller, and we're gonna start here in the middle. We'll just go bead roll across, you know, and save it, you know, probably like an inch before the holes, and top and bottom, and then it should be pretty good. We're just gonna time lapse that and the rest. That way you guys just get the idea of this. Everything will be down in the description. If it's something you want to do, it should be a nice quick video, and you guys can figure it out on your own. We're just gonna run over to the other side, leave it on another time lapse, and show you guys the finished product. We're gonna try to just paint it on the car. I swear I ordered M6 of these beauty washers or whatever, but they came in M5 and they are proving to be a real pain. Both sides are on. We like the way they look here on the lift. So all we have to do now is just lower it on the ground, sand it, paint everything. The bead roll did add some strength. Not really moving too much. If I ever feel like it's too much, we can always add a brace later. It's not a big deal, but I think it looks pretty good. We are gonna finish out the video by showing you it all done on the ground painted. So I do like to use some truck bed liner. I grab it from AutoZone. It looks like this, looks pretty good. It really matches these old Volkswagens. So see how it looks in a minute on the ground. There's a couple things that I wasn't able to show. This is later on. I lost some footage, but obviously one thing we did do while we were at it was we did do these half cut fenders where, again, this is Mark II stuff, but if you have a Mark II, basically all I did was just take this, the OEM body line, and I just took my body saw and just went straight across and then down, and I left the inside of the fender and I just painted it all. Then up front, basically all I did was just mark where our new bumper is. Stick around, that'll be in the next video. We made a street sweeper front bumper. Looks great. Maybe I'll put a picture in here. All this is good, and I made sure I had plenty of clearance now for the slicks, because we did go to bigger slicks. But this video is for side skirts. So looking at the side skirts, it's exactly how I wanted it. Looks great. It doesn't beach. That's the biggest thing. When putting it on the trailer, I was really worried it was gonna beach, but I have plenty of clearance, no problems. We do have to take the front bumper off, but that's just a couple quick latches, no problem at all. One thing I did want to show you guys was originally I had it to where it was just straight, and when it was straight, it would kind of just follow this line, so it would kind of suck in. And I really wanted it to be kind of out more, because when it's out more, it makes the car look lower, it looks a lot better, and it does what it's supposed to do. It keeps air from going under the car. So what we did do was we measured down about 2 inches, and I put about a 45-degree angle bend all the way down, and that was really tough because we had already done the bead rolling and all that. What I did was just get some 2x4s, or sorry, some 2x6s, and I just clamped them all in place and just basically just beat it until we got the right angle, and it looked good. Oh well, you know, do as I say, not as I do. I would do a bend no matter what. And we also just basically masked off the car, and we did paint. We painted everything with this U-Pole truck bed coating. This works really good, and it's the exact one I used up here on the fenders, so I know it's gonna be perfect. It's exactly what I want. It looks just like a Mark II, just like it should be. So now I'll take a look at how everything fits up. And back here, I'm kind of torn as what to do. I was thinking of just maybe making a line like right here, and then just doing it to where it would be like a quarter of truck bed liner up here, and then it would kind of hide in these OEM wheel arch clips. I gave them away. I traded them for the a different set, and it turns out that the new set comes right underneath of here, so it's basically useless. So I think if it bugs me enough, I'll just mask up to about here where I thought they should have been, and do it like that. Or I'll just do what I did with the front and just do the truck bed liner in the back. But for right now, it doesn't bother me that much. Here's how it looks, guys. So if you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe. If there's any questions you have about this, feel free to send them my way. This was a super easy project. Cost me about 60 bucks in just aluminum, and I think it's well worth it. I tried doing it the cheap way. Tried going to Home Depot and getting some gutters, but nothing worked. Nothing looked good, and I figured, you know what? Let's get some aluminum that we know is going to be good. It's going to be quality, and if it flies off, it'll be easily replaced. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.